Last week, Riku and Axel arrived in Waterdeep, and the Blood Council was born.
Lord Kensington steps forward, and he looks you dead in the eye, slices his hand, drips his own blood. May this be the Blood Council.
In the Shadowfell, Sir Venom and Vincent stood before the Raven Queen herself. Her command to Sir Venom was clear: kill the Foot Road Din, no matter the cost.
Something caused by the Foot Road Din is siphoning souls from the material plane and not letting them enter a state of rest. When this occurs, their memories are locked and bound within, and so the person's soul lives on in a tortured state, reliving their memories, not finding release here in my calm waters. We must find and destroy the Foot Road Din.
Now, with the fate of existence hanging by a thread, the Roosters journey to the Feywild to save an old friend. But first, they take a moment to see what's going on with the Book of Vile Darkness.
So now that so we know the Foot Road Din's like out there already. Does that mean we can use the black hole again, or the portable hole?
What do you need in there?
I don't know. I just, I was just looking. That's where we just dump shit, and I'm just. It's just a question.
Yeah, if we do open it, we should do
Jeez.
it in the sealed
Yeah.
room.
I did see there is a stack of 20 potions of animal friendship in there, and I'm like, it's like, why did I put those in there? And plus, there's a lot of gold. Like, we got a lot of gold in there. There's stuff.
That's where we keep all of our random crap.
Portable hole, 6 feet in diameter.
So yeah, that's pretty big. We can go into our secret room and move the book into the secret chest, maybe, and keep just that in there, and then keep all of our gold and other loot in the portable hole.
I think we should try it.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. What specifically is happening, and in what order is it occurring?
All right, everyone get a cloak or a blanket or something. That way, if the book flies out, you can tackle it and not have to touch it.
I shoot it with an arrow.
Don't shoot it.
Yeah, that's
Do not.
I don't think that would go well.
Do not shoot.
It might be fine, but it might be horrible.
Do not.
I was thinking shoot it and pin it to the wall.
No. Don't shoot it. Don't shoot it.
We should get Vincent out of this room.
I like the enthusiasm. Hey, I like the enthusiasm.
No, how about you stay on the other side of the door and hold it shut?
Very important.
Then Axel, let's have you in front of the door.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the configuration.
And Riku, the way that this is going to happen, just tell me if this is correct. You summon the chest, you open the chest, you take out the portable hole, you open the portable hole, you reach in and pull out the book, or you expect the book to fly out?
And we're expecting it to start flying around.
You open the chest gingerly, you pull out the portable hole, nothing happens so far, and as you slightly unravel the portable hole for an opening big enough for the book to fly out of, nothing occurs. But as you dig around inside the portable hole, you cannot find the book.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
What's going on in there, guys?
Riku, get those true sight glasses. Go poke around in the hole.
As you slip the glasses on, you do see the Book of Vile Darkness at the back of the bottom of the portable hole. It is invisible. The true sight glasses illuminate it to your sight as an outline. And it's flapping from page to page to page, almost like it's flipping, like somebody's flipping through the book, but there's nobody there flipping through the book because you'd be able to see them. And it seems like the book is searching itself for something.
I think
Can
we
we
have...
pin it down?
Ooh.
That's actually a really good idea, Vincent. We'll take it out, put it in the chest like you want, and then put the rod on top of it so it can't move. I don't think we can get it out of the hole. Yeah.
Oh, enough of this. I'd hop down into the hole and I'd use my fire blanket to Riku, where is it? Have Riku point out to where it is and jump on top of it with the blanket in between us.
Yeah, you sort of leap down onto the book and it like skirts around to the side of you. It is going to put up a bit of a fight. So after about 5 minutes, you are able to grab it, both with Riku's help in the outline, as well as constantly like diving into piles of different pieces of armor and things within the hole. You eventually get a struggling invisible book into this fire blanket that you have, and you hop back out of the hole, panting a bit.
And then I would put it in the chest, like hold it, or I guess Axel, you're strongest. Hold this bitch down while I secure it with the immovable rod.
You are paralyzed, Axel. All right, looks like it jumps in the direction of Riku in particular.
Riku tries to toss the blanket over it when it comes in his direction, and then scoop it up with the mage hand and close the blanket if he can.
And as you do that, the book slams down onto the obsidian surface of the table for you, and it opens wide. And in your minds, you all hear the same thing that Axel heard, which is the whispered one over and over and over again.
Well, Riku's trying to keep the book's power at bay with his sword while the other two try to wrestle into the chest, basically.
It takes you a moment to realize that there's something else insidious emanating from the book. And it's simply like a stream of consciousness that appears to be saying, why wouldn't you just destroy it with the sword? Come on, just tear off a page. Just put the blade right through it. And the voice is so close to being perfect in regards to the voice of the blade, but it's not. It's off just a little bit. But the blade does slip closer to the book, and you do catch yourself before stabbing the book into it. And you can feel a draw from this object.
Harry boys, get it in the fucking chest and let's be done with it.
I'm going as fast as I can, man.
You swipe up the book inside this blanket. You throw it into the chest. Do you have the immovable rod to throw on top of it?
I do.
Okay. And you slam the chest shut, with the book being unable to open or move inside the chest.
All right. Well, good job, boys.
Before you is a pool of pristine, beautiful water in an immaculate-looking forest. As you look around, the cool, soft breeze touches your faces. This is a place of beauty and magic. And actually, as you stand there and listen for a moment, Axel, the one thing you do realize, especially because you can talk to animals, you don't hear any birds. You don't see any squirrels. The area seems devoid of life and silent. And as you stand there listening, you suddenly hear shouting off to the north.
Let's go see what it is. And Sir Venom runs off.
Hold on. Before we just go running into things, Riku pulls out his broom and he's like, Axel, let's go up high and then you can use your eagle vision to have a look.
The two of you fly up into the air, the beefier boy on the back of the broom. It's a little tough to make out through the trees. About, you want to say 100 yards to the north, 100 yards or so, there does appear to be some sort of commotion. It's tough to make out, but you do see what you believe to be a humanoid-esque creature firing a crossbow at the direction of another. These creatures seem to be covered in what appears to be black feathers, not unlike a raven, but humanoid-looking.
Did you say there's ravens in trouble? Vincent, we gotta go help them.
Alright, Vincent's gonna shoot an arrow up into the sky and use a one charge thing. Raven Scout shoots an arrow straight into the air. The arrow becomes a raven familiar that you control and see through the eyes for 10 minutes.
As you send this raven 150 yards forward, you see another clearing with what appears to be some sort of magical symbol on the ground. It's an interesting one, but it's tough to make out. You also make out what appears to be 8 raven feathered, probably, I want to say, like humanoid looking creatures. As you look closer, each of these creatures appear to be scarecrows, covered in the feathers of dead ravens. They are currently surrounding what appears to be a beautiful woman on top of a flower-laden deer. You suddenly see like a movement of the arm of this creature in charge, and all of these guys fire into the woman with the deer and kill her.
Oh no. I think we should go help.
Might be a little too late for that, but sure.
Several of them turn and see that you approach. Who goes there?
Cock-a-doodle-doo, mother trucker.
Go ahead and roll initiative. Starting off the encounter will be none other than A through D of the Raven Scarecrows, and they will begin to just pepper you with crossbow bolts. And I'm just going to send one at each of you. That is their turns, and that brings us to you, Riku. What would you like to do?
Says surrender now and we'll let you keep your lives.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Say, hey, ugly, take a seat. He's going to cast Ralithem's Psychic Lance.
The only thing that this guy will do is move to here for 40 feet because he can't sprint, because he can't take an action. And that will be his full turn. Vincent, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna take some pot shots at him. Try to snipe his ass as he's running away.
Yeah, several of your arrows are sort of going wide. You're just not used to the air here, how your arrows will fly through it.
Yeah, since we're just getting shot at by arrows, can I get the cover behind the tree?
Axel, what would you like to do?
Been thinking about it. I'd like it when that guy was closer to me. I wouldn't run as far. But he's in range. So okay. My bonus action is going to be to dash, so I get more movement. So I think I can get to the main guy, the incapacitated guy, with only taking one attack of opportunity from A. So okay, so I'll just recklessly attack him, and Great Weapon Master him.
Scarecrows E through H will take their turn. I'm going to give them advantage, 2 attacks each with their short swords against you, Axel. The other 2 one of them will cast Fear on Riku, and the other, seeing Sir Venom in his splendid armor, will cast Heat Metal. Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
Is everyone like aligned in a way that I would be able to cast a fireball without hitting any of my boys?
You can drop it on Axel; he won't mind.
I rolled a total of 36 points of damage. So the first scarecrows will all take 18 points of damage. And in fact, as the fireball hits them, you can see that they are resistant to fire damage. So even the ones that got like fully hit does not hurt them as much as you would have expected. The last guy catches fire and he's like silently screaming and falls over dead. All right. That brings us to scarecrows A through D. Every single one of them will cast Heat Metal on you, Sir Venom. They will scatter to different locations here, spread themselves out. That will be their turns. Riku, what would you like to do?
I'm going to run up to this guy and start swinging my sword.
Vincent, what would you like to do?
3 snipe shots. Alright, and then we're just going to hide back behind the trees until the boys finish them off.
Axel, what would you like to do as you see all of these scarecrows suddenly beginning to turn and focus on your friend?
I'll go for, let's do E first. I mean, if this keeps going, a couple more rounds, and I might rage.
That brings us to F and G. F and G will. F is going to do something interesting, actually. He's going to drop the darkness spell. Magical darkness spreads in a 15-foot radius. So he's going to drop it like right where you are, Axel. All right, so there's an area of darkness there where now you cannot see. G will cast heat metal as well.
You guys are bullies.
Oh, yeah. But that does bring it to your turn, Sir Venom. What would you like to do?
I will cast lightning bolt to hit those 3 guys.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That brings us to A. I'm going to do A, B, C, and D are all going to cast heat metal on you again. So 8d8. That is going to be their turn. Riku, what would you like to do?
All right, Sir Venom, coming to help you out. Actually, hold on. All right. I assume this is at advantage now.
Gotcha. It's the fire's not as effective, but your blade is cutting right through these. This guy's so close. He's doing pretty poorly. Vincent, what would you like to do?
We'll pop out of the trees, and we'll go after over by Axel.
Okay. Vincent, is that your full turn?
Yeah, and I'll just dip back into the trees.
Axel, what would you like to do?
First, I'm gonna yell across the battlefield here at Vincent. Tell him to get out of the trees, Vincent. Come fight. Take some damage.
I am fighting.
I'm just saying, we'll just take the pressure off of Sir Venom's getting got. It just get out of the trees. These guys aren't that scary. They're not that scary.
Yeah, I'm a ninja. I'm just dipping in and out.
Okay.
It's my battle tactic.
I've noticed. I'm gonna go for B because B is pretty close.
F and G are still up. They will go at the same time. And he will activate heat metal as a bonus action. The other one I'm so conflicted on, this guy up here. He is going to I'll have him cast heat metal on.
It's like the one time I'm glad I'm wearing fucking leather armor or like whatever it is.
Sir Venom, what would you like to do as the heat continues to pulsate through your armor?
Let's see. What do I want to do? All right, so I take one of my feathers that are now beginning to catch on fire from all the heat metal, turn it into my feather blade, and I'm going to take a swing at the guy in front of me.
That brings us back in the turn order to A, who is right next to you. As a bonus action, he will heat metal, so he will do some damage against you. And that'll be his turn. C is over by Axel. He will heat metal on you. And then he will that's going to be his full turn. So 6 points of fire damage against you. He doesn't even want to move. So I'll toss concentration on there, but I have a sneaking suspicion Axel's going to finish him off here in a moment. Riku, what would you like to do?
We're going to start swinging again. A little bit extra sauce on top. Okay, not too much sauce, but
that brings us to Vincent. What are you doing, bud?
All right. Well, Vincent's gonna get inspired by Axel's little war cry he had for him. So he's gonna ninja move through the trees, boom, 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 and then just step out and just walk them down while shooting 3 consecutive shots at his face.
Yeah, and as you continue to walk closer to him and you just pepper arrow after arrow into him, he's very hurt.
Last one, nat 20.
Oh, he's dead as fuck.
And then after that last one just went through his eyes and dropped him, I'm just gonna stare down Axel.
Axel, what would you like to do as you're being stared down by your turtle
friend?
That
was like it was like Blade matched with a Ninja Turtle. Okay, I'll try to finish off this guy he's concentrating on something, but he's not concentrating on Axel. So
that was his first mistake.
I'm gonna do my move. You know what I'm saying?
It does come back around to Sir Venom before the next guy goes. So if you can finish him off, Sir Venom.
Well, he can finish a guy.
All right, so first there will be a peck, and then another swipe.
All right. And the scarecrows are all downed.
Well, we had that contact of Alistair's we were supposed to meet.
We should have done that in the first place.
We got sidetracked, per
I
usual.
was fighting random scarecrows.
Did we get the name of the contact?
We got all that. We got a direction. We got a name. I don't believe any of us were paying much attention though.
Yeah, you definitely think that the person that is lying dead before you is the person you were supposed to meet. And as you look off into the distance to the south, you all hear a terrible roar, ear-splitting and louder than ever should be, because what you first thought was a mountain 10 miles to the south shifts and moves as the earth trembles underneath its weight. And on its back, just above its head, is a large metallic object that suddenly flares with what can only be described as a similar spell, beam of energy lancing off of it that reminds you of Vincent's bow. And the creature that can only be the Tarrasque rises to join the night.